Hi all, lights and Vastu, Diwali and Vastu. I get a lot of calls asking me to do the Vastu of their homes during Diwali. They say that apart from giving us the audits, also tell us how to decorate our homes so that it is Vastu friendly. Generally, Diwali is the season of clearing clutter. It's also the season of gifting, and we all revamp our homes by cleaning them, by removing clutter, adding new additions to our interiors, painting the walls, changing the curtains, etc. But as the festival itself indicates, Deepavali. In fact, Oli means light in Tamil. Deep means lamps. So, we are trying to ward off the darkness of the Nisha night of Amavasya and bring light into our lives. There are lots of connotations of this. In North India, it is celebrated as the victory of Rama returning to Ayodhya. In South India, it is the Narahasura Vada, and so many other versions of this festival of lights is celebrated. Not only in India, also in Buddhist countries with different meanings, it's celebrated. Ultimately, this is a festival where, after the auspicious months of the Chaturmas, starting from Shravan, which is devoted to Shiva, then of course the father comes first. After Shravan, we have Bhadrapad, where we have Ganesh Chaturthi, and then of course follow, that is the son. Then the mother comes, which is Navratri. In between, we have the Pitrupaksh, dedicated to our ancestors. And then, of course, comes after Navratri. Sometimes the Kojagiri Purnima clashes in between, and 4 days later the Karwa Chauth, and then within 2 weeks, Diwali. Now, what I am talking here is not about celebration. So one of my clients actually wanted to know, she's known to me. She said, many times you post all your Diwali pictures. Your house is so simple. It does not have any Italian furnitures, neither any designer wardrobes. You live such a simplicity and minimalistic life, but still, how do you manage to keep your home so positive, so immaculately clean? And why does how is that your home is so beautiful? She has visited me a couple of times, but she has never called me for a Vastu audit, though we share a lot of things. So she said, this year we are not celebrating Diwali due to the demise of a very close family member. Then there were other clients also asking me similar questions. So I decided that I will make a sample. This is just a sample, a demo of how I would do up the interiors or help my client decorate their living room because that was the main focus. Outside, of course, people put lights and fairy lights and all that, but inside, so that the decor remains for a while up to New Year, and also keeping in mind the Vastu points. With this said, I have created a sample. This is just a sample of my living room which I have prepared for my clients. Now I'll go around the room showing the connotations of the lights, the way I have done it in a very simple way, and also the meaning they have in Vastu. Let's begin this little tour. As shared many times, my living room faces northeast, and I have always mentioned northeast is called Ishan, and God Himself enters. So as you enter the home, it is diagonally opposite to the southwest. Let's go further. Now, people generally aspire for name, fame, recognition. If we are single, love and romance. If we are already having a partner, more harmony, love. So the southwest is ruled by the matriarch. South always has a lot of connotations regarding our ancestors, as well as the matriarch, the power of the matriarch, and lights become an important factor in the south. Beginning from the southwest, this is for stability. This is the picture of my first. You can enhance it that way. And of course, red and gold are the colors of the south, southeast and southwest. So, of course, in my home, since this is my home, my portrait is there, smiling happy portrait. I've kept it very simple. I love the color pink because it brings a lot of unconditional love, romance into our life. The previous curtain I changed, but this again is a pink curtain. I have the urn here. We are talking about lights, so we'll talk about lights more. And feathers in the south, southeast and southwest, especially peacock feathers in the southwest as they face the main door, wards off all negativity. Some festoons and a beautiful golden bell. Of course, it's designed like those ingots. Ingots are, they enhance money. And here, it is such a small, simple. It's not crystal, it's plastic. I use LED lamps as far as possible because they are eco-friendly. They don't consume oil. And at least a red lamp or lights in the southwest should be lit at least for 2 hours in the evening. Let's move on. Some roses kept here, all red and pink. Of course, this is our dining area, and again southeast, which is my very special corner. I've kept Sai Baba's Dwarkamai picture here because in the Dwarkamai, Sai Baba, he faces the south where the Duni is there. It activates the fire element, the phoenix, where no matter how many times you fall, you rise again. And a bunch of peacock feathers depicting any picture of birds or anything to do with feathers. They really are very, very good in the southeast, especially peacock feathers. They enhance wealth, and a beautiful, this elephant gifted by a very close friend, inviting all positivity. It is facing the front door, the reindeers, and of course, it's a small decorative lamp, southeast also, because in the southwest I had put crystals because earth and fire go together. In the southeast, wood and fire. And this was just a series of lamps. They're all lead picked up. There's Laxmi in that, and this chandelier, which during Ganesh Chaturthi festival, just before that I had attended various workshops. One was of course of making the Shadu Ganpati and then some decorative items. So the chandelier was made at that time, and everything is lead. They work on batteries. You keep them on and you switch them off. This is how they look. And if you want a centerpiece, these are all censer lamps, very beautiful LED censer lamps, where just a drop of water on the censer, and I've just put them. This is only for display to show my clients. I normally have a beautiful middle rug or carpet, but I changed it. The Brahmasthal has to be totally empty. It is ruled by the earth element, and that's why I've kept it on. You can use whatever you like. You can use any kind of decorative plate, but I've used yellow. It's very bright and shiny, and normally this lotus lamps, of course for my dances also I use them. They are so easy, when you have to do some dances require lamps and lights and all that. And again, flowers, we enhance our living room with flowers, fresh flowers, if not artificial flowers. They bring a lot of positive energy. So this is somewhat a sample which do up my client's living room for Diwali, of course based on their preference and based on, since I'm blessed with a very beautiful home, though small, you can see these lamps reflecting right across, and depending on the direction of their homes, the choice and the colors they would want, and their needs. I definitely need recognition and fame in my life as far as my profession is concerned. A little bit of love is also required in my life. So accordingly I have done it up. Overall, this is very simple, very, very minimalistic, and all these products are from Virajas. Even if there is no Diwali or if there is no occasion, normally my living room is always like this, except for those lights there, or this middle piece which I have done up just as a display for my clients. Otherwise, the light to the southeast and southwest will always be burning. So this is a small example. Let me know whether you all like it, and If anybody needs Vastu audits, or I do window dressing for shops, and anybody who really needs can call me over and I can help in doing up your home as a Vastu audit as well as decorating it for the festive season. God bless. And what else? Let there be light everywhere.